Greetings, fellow captains, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Scrappy Privateer, Episode 28, Fuel Barter. Now there's one other thing that I could pull about, which is I could take some of the machinery to aggro. The thing I was going to pull about is whether or not to consider going after those tech caches and selling the alpha cores. So alpha cores can be used to make stable points in systems, but like, I need money, and one could make the argument that that would be a better use of it. So I'll pull for that. Should I consider selling alpha cores? Likely, I can get more money from selling the cores than actually completing the quests of the tech caches and then like handing them in. I think the cores themselves will sell more, and I can sell them on the black market rather than a tax market. So this is my own open market, which is why I'm selling here and not the black market, because I'm like technically selling to myself in a weird way. Oh, and there's a deficit in the hedge, which is going to be a lot easier to sell the organics to. So that's good. So although it looks like I'm like fudging the rules a little bit, it's really just that like this is a system that I own. So I had some of my crew disband, but that's fine. I'm not surveying anything actually right now, so I can actually go skeleton crew. And not pay people. Survey data could be sold. I will keep the grav beam though. And I'll sell the blueprints once I get to a black market. So 5 minutes to vote in the alpha cores. That would solve some economic issues. Drugs. They're worth taking. Sell them to Thule. And then I need the fuel. That's not a lot of fuel in my resource stockpile. We have been decimated. All of these guys got... So I could probably put DSN matter away. I don't need crew capacity anymore. And I'm going to continue running like lean and mean. Even going so far as efficiency overhaul for these other ships rather than surveying equipment, because I have no survey missions right now. So I don't need to run... I don't need to run surveying equipment on them. Just have them be efficient for lower fuel costs, lower maintenance, all that stuff. Lean and mean, like I said. Saving. And going to the core for some smuggling. So where am I headed? I am headed to Thule for this. Thulean Raider base, and then Hedge Valhalla for the others. I definitely need to sell the drugs first, because if I go to Valhalla with a bunch of drugs, they're going to get a little sus, understandably. They're going to be like, wait a minute, we scanned you and you have a bucket full of drugs. What the hell? And I won't have a good excuse, because I don't have shielded storage. I could also sell the heavy armaments for a lot of money. True, if I went over to Nick the Good and grab that stuff. Next time I'm near home, I'll do that. I think this time I'm just going to try to pick up pirate missions once I'm done smuggling, however. Nice. Wait, because this is Kazaran, yeah. I was like, what is that exclamation mark? Oh, patrol is not here for me. Good. I'll pay taxes on this. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to sell that here. I'm going to sell it on a black market elsewhere, where they will, where I can avoid taxes on a system that, like, I don't care about. Like the Gemini one I'm headed to. I should have just gated to Valhalla. Valhalla doesn't have a gate. You got 1.5 more minutes to vote on whether I gear up to go capture some alpha cores and then sell them on the black market. That's okay money. Another 100,000. Yeah, I'm clawing my way out of the super poverty that I was in. So I wanted to swing by my double contacts at Contadin, and then maybe go pursue those alpha cores, because it looks like that's going to be a positive vote. Affirmative. Unless, of course, I get some more lucrative mission in a second. So how much unpaid debt do I have now? So I am still hemorrhaging about 60k. But I am clawing my way out of the unpaid debt. I paid off a lot of my debts this month. That's great. Discreet smuggling. To where? I don't have a good smuggle fleet, so I'm going to stop doing the smuggling missions because they're kind of annoying. I get there and I am not able to do them, so there's no point. Surplus of goods I don't have money for, but you want me to procure Vaudals? I'm not sure I have Vaudals in stock anymore. So I'll have to say no to that. We are going to go get those alpha cores for sale. And I'll probably black market them to the independents. Because the independents, yeah, they'll pay big for them. So current priority is go to the tech caches and loot the cores for sale. And it's going to be a little expensive to do that because the tech caches are defended, so I'm going to need to employ a fleet that can defeat the cache guards, meaning that we're not going to be running super lean. Yeah, we might even break even. I don't know. We'll see. So, let's take the Paragon and then some ships that need repair. So I'll take the Glory of the Stars, Fangface, the Doom. So the reason why I don't want to take the Doom is, one, the AI controls the Doom horribly. The AI does not know how to steer a Doom proper at all. So they're horrible ships for AI to control. I should probably just sell it, honestly. So maybe I'll take Snoozer and Roy, my my souped up eradicators. Oh god, I don't have fuel. So I'll have to open market. So fuel's gonna be a problem. I have no fuel here. This is my open market, so I will buy my open market fuel with the money I don't have. I'll part with my survey data at the open market. pay for fuel and supplies. We're at that point where desperate times, desperate measures. In fact, I'm gonna store Phantom because I don't even have the fuel to fill it. So like, why pay for a giant fuel ship? And I'll store Lorix as well. Same deal, because Boba Bashug can cover our looting. In fact, I'll take GMT and store Boba Bashug because GMT can cover our looting, and that will be fine. Give you efficiency overhaul. So yeah, we have a decent amount of cargo capacity, and our Colossus needs to speed up. No, not overhaul. Sorry, I lied. We're gonna go with burn. Glory of the Stars, you are gonna get raffled. So good luck. And let's auto-fit for a attack. Proximity charge, interesting. Sabo SRM, maybe instead I will choose Grav Beam, and Grav Beam has a range of 1,000. Ion Beam? Or Ion Pulsar? Well, that's a range of 500. Grav Beam and Phase Lance, 9. Yeah, I'll do Grav Beam, Ion Beam. What is going on with these small points? Oh, they're just... I could do a bunch of IR pulse lasers. And then in the back, I'll do, like, LRPDR. Alright. It's a shame we can't sell our crew for parts. I know, right? I don't need missile racks. Hardened shields are fine. And maybe longer range. Actually, we have 2 beam weapons. So maybe advanced optics would be better. Alright. It has degraded engines, but it still moves fast enough. Cool. So, your name is AA Unnamed. Now, here's the thing. Beta Manuela is not far. So I'm gonna... Oh, and neither is... So they're both close. I mean, that's one of the advantages, is I can get out to Beta Manuela and back with the fuel I have. Let's see if Nick the Good has fuel. I'm just gonna have to avoid the blockades here, who are coming to absolutely try to stomp me in the face. Bye, losers! Can't catch me. Color of the ships mean something? What do you mean? Just the color? Oh, so they're red is low, and then blue is high. So it doesn't really mean much. It's just like, are they lasers? Are they ballistic? Are they a mix? Midline would be like gray for mix. Oh wow, they are camping Nick the Good. Not paying enough attention. There's not fuel here, but if I wanted to sell armaments, interesting that there's a local deficit at home, but alright, I'll make money by selling them myself. Because I'm not going to go to Electric Path Base. Heavy armaments, there's a big deficit at Asconia. 600. What is it? Oh, what is it per Oh, actually, I would be doubling my money if I took 900 of this. So let's do that. I am poor. And I think that will allow me to pay for fuel. So I'm basically trying to afford a fuel bill. Long and short of it. Look at this ineffective blockade. They're not even interdicting me. They're just hanging around being paid to do nothing. Like the world's worst security guards. There we go. So heavy armaments have been supplied, satisfying the local deficit. And then these heavy machinery are going to be black marketed at Dawn, or regular marketed at Dawn and black marketed at Nordia. So I need to go over to Nordia and black market some stuff. Resource stockpiles of drugs can be black marketed in Nordia as well. So Nordia, you're about to get black market goods big time. God, I have so many metals. Okay. Name of the ship. Wait. Didn't mean to buy that. Name of the ship is the Zenico. Zenenko. Because I totally know how to say languages. Save. Get the hell out of here. My fleet is fine for trade runs, I think. They're not, like, great, but I don't need to shift it too much around. So I'm headed to Nordia, but I'll probably need to buy some black market fuel to even get there. Nordia's... I could probably gate to Nordia. Where is Nordia, anyway? It was this Konya? Yeah, it's this Konya. So I can't get to Asconia. So let's buy black market fuel at... How's the Ludic Church feel about me? They're suspicious. I don't really care if I buy black market fuel at their planets and have them pissed at me. I just hope that I get there before August 1st when taxes come, and I don't have money left over. Because my money will go zero. Cheers. I did lose some crew, but we're still 3 members above skeleton crew, so we're good there. Oh, that's not a lot of fuel. I'll black market my weapons too. Maybe I could buy more fuel at Gilead. It is their, like, home world. Aggregate just grew. No, I'm not going to the bar. Yeah, that's a little bit more fuel. Perfect. Jumping out. Hey, Craig. Thank you for the sub. So, Sconia, here we come. Make sure not to get scanned, because I'm full of drugs. So again, we're going to Nordia to sell drugs, and 600 of the 900 heavy. On their black market to avoid taxes. It'll piss off the independents a little bit, but I need the money more than I care about the rep. I think it's this gravity well, if I was to guess. Oh yeah. I am a good pirate. Sometimes. That's good money. Oh, that's good money. I'm excited. All right, then 300. This is going to Dawn at Hybersil. Hybersil, do you have a gate? Nope. So we're gonna go manually. Sorry, independents, but I need the money, and I don't mind fleecing you for taxes. I won't fleece the pirates for taxes. I do really want a good rep with the pirates, so. God, where is Don? Oh, it's near... I don't think Don has a gravity well. I'll just jump in. Oh god, the monthly expenses still hit me so hard. Disruption, dude. Although, my planets now are like closing in on breaking even. Let me see if there's anything I could do administratively. No, it doesn't help at all. That doesn't change even my credits per month. But non-freeporting Nick does, so I'll non-freeport Nick. So what is my debts now? Debts are worse. I made less money. I'm about to make a little bit of money. But if you look at my supplies and fuel, we're like running ragged. No, that's not enough money to bother avoiding taxes. I feel a little bit like Malcolm Reynolds now. I'm just like barely affording to run a fleet. This is like the out of gas episode. Do you have quests for me? Honestly, I think bang for my buck doing missions is like more lucrative than just like banging out trade, even if the trade is awesome. So taking a look at the quests available to me right now. None are pirate based. Let's see if we can get one. Gotta pay pirate taxes? Yeah, getting hit by those mercs, man. Here's the thing is like, a lot of my disrupted facilities are they're gonna slowly get undisrupted. The problem is the blockade that I have is not gonna go away for a bit. So that blockade is here. Oh no, only for 17 more days? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're pulling out of the obnoxiousness. Now, I'm gonna get a new crisis before too long. Because I don't have high command or anything like that. So it's one of those, like, I'm just getting punched and punched and punched, and it's just not stopping. But that's the nature of the new colonization mechanic in the game. For better or for worse. Please have something that will pay me. That's painful. Frickin' freelance administrator here. With industrial planning. I just can't afford them right now. Ouch. I think what I could do is sell some of the crew. There is no paid work there, though. Sell some of the 11,000 crew that I have in my employ. But that would only make like 100K. It wouldn't be much. It'd be a stopgap measure for sure. It's really what I need is my colonies to recover. And then for the production of the colony, my colonies to then pay off the debts. Or to be offered... Oh, got another freelance admin. Now that I don't have the money for it, it's being offered everywhere. That is so painful. Sure. Do I even have the fuel to make it to Contadin? I'm gonna black market a little bit more fuel. Transverse jump might not be worth it, you might be right. Going to the local points instead. It's hard to break old habits, bad habits. We're also just looking at the local radio chatter, where there's currently pirate activity, and salvaging where there's pirate activity in the local sector is like maybe not a terrible idea. But there, as far as I can tell, not. There's hostilities between factions, but pirates aren't raiding anywhere. Because if pirates are raiding somewhere specific, there's often a lot of debris fields to loot. I don't think it's gonna, well, I could sell this at Valhalla, but I think the time it takes to get to Valhalla isn't worth it. But I have no money and no fuel. The other thing that would be funny is, like, I could just sit around until my colonies start making money again, because they're almost breaking even, and then after some time they will start paying down the debts, allowing me to, like, go places and do things. I am running an expensive fleet. Yeah, if I could get home and, like, minimize my fleet costs, that would be good too. Let's see if there's oh, is there another administrator here? Oh my god, are you kidding? I can't accept the drugs. That's unfortunate. And the rival outpost is too far that I can't travel to. The rival outposts also don't immediately pay you. Basically, you're attacking like a generic rival outpost, and then whatever loot that you find is your payment, like harvested organs and whatnot. So it can be nice to do, but you need 230 supply, and I don't have any money, so I can't even supply that for you. Black marketing my everything. Hey, bud. Suspending all repairs. Let's maybe not hit things in an asteroid belt to minimize damage. So taking a look at the times here. Way station comes back in 60 days. Nick the Good is actually up and running again. They just have deficits. That need to be paid off first. And my stability is a little bit too low. I can't refit here. Just, read the rules so that I'm not repeating them ad nauseum. But I can only refit at my own. So the blockades are done. They're withdrawing. And that's going to help a lot with this accessibility, allowing my ports to start trading again. So I think at the end of the month, now that the Persian League is withdrawing, the credits per month will start going up. The reason I have only 165 Haz rating is I have a orbital lamp offsetting some of the hazards. But there's a 10% shortage of volatiles. Now I'm out of supplies. If there was lucrative jobs to do, I would do them. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, and I just improved my relation with the Independents by talking up the crew. So I gained the crew that some of the crew that I lost, which is nice. I'm seeing if any of the bounties are for Luddic Path. But no, it's a bunch of Luddic Church. I mean, I could handle these. It's decent money, but I would be pissing off the Church. I'd rather just piss off the Path. Was there any other quests there? Let me keep checking. Wreck drugs and secret outposts. Wreck drugs and supply procurement, and I don't have the supplies. I'm already no supplies. The thing is, at this point, like, scuttling is not going to give me enough to really keep me going all that much. So there's not a huge benefit for that. Unless, of course, I try to gain... No, there is. So I'm going to... So, Fangface, you might be... Or maybe Zanenko, you might be facing scuttling here. Unfortunately. A brand new ship that I'm going to scuttle. And the reason is, I'm going to try to get home and reduce my operating costs so that I can not be stuck somewhere marooned, essentially. Because I'm kind of marooned, and I'm not marooned in my own system. And if I'm going to be marooned anywhere, it's going to be my own system. So I'm trying to afford the fuel to get back home. All right, looking. So going to Samael doesn't really help me get back home. So I'm probably going to go out to Penelope and jump. The problem is, with the no funds that I have, I don't have the capacity to move a fleet around. Because I have no money for fuel. So doing a bounty sounds nice, but like I can't go anywhere. You know, no fuel means no going anywhere. So that's what I'm trying to solve here. So until I'm... Wow, that was a really good jump. Until I have fuel... Everything else is moot. Until I have the ability to keep a fleet moving, nothing else really matters. So the best thing I could do, if I am to assume that my fleets are going to start turning a profit, is to essentially lower my operating costs to as little as possible so that I can afford to keep moving around. Because I think in just a month or two, my ports are going to start making money. The issue that I'm going to run into, I think, in the long run is I'm going to hit another colony crisis. And I have a very limited capacity to be able to actually deal with that. So the only exception to this would be if there was... Because here, I would need to sell something to make more fuel to be able to move around. So I have available to me about 92 fuel, and I have 0 credits. So I don't have, unless I start selling valuable things, I don't have the capacity to actually go much of anywhere. And the only reason to sell anything is if I can draw things down from my own stockpile here, like wreck drugs. So I think what I'm going to do is actually take a huge swath of my crew and just, knowing that like I won't be able to actually field the Invictus, return the crew on the open market for money. Because I can't go anywhere. So I have to pay tariffs on it. It sucks, but like, what other options do I have? I don't. And then take the money that I do have and buy as much fuel as I can, sticking into storage so that I can actually go places. Because without the ability to go places, I'm screwed. So now with a little bit of fuel, what I can do is I can consider doing like drug runs for 77 cents per unit out to stations. But it might not be even worth the trip if I'm not dumping a lot of trade per spot. Let's check on Nick the Good to see if they have a lot of heavy armaments for trade. Who the hell were they? Oh, you know what? Let's have a nice calming green lamp here too. No, there isn't a deficit at aggro. There's actually a surplus. And there's only a Luddic Path place to sell armaments. In fact, I could buy armaments from aggro cheaper than I could even withdraw it from Nick the Good, so that's a non-starter. There is a pretty significant deficit at the Star Works for the pirates for transplutonic ore, so that's a consideration. There is... oh, that's not going to net me anything. Nothing to do with that. Nope. And there is a supply deficit for supplies for Dawn. So yeah, maybe I can move some supplies around and some transplutonic ore. So I'm going to go switch to a cargo ship and try to run some just like smuggling trade runs and the like until my economy stabilizes and I start making money again. There's also an argument to be made that that I should take the orbital lamp offline because I burn volatiles by running it, and I'd make more money selling those. So I'm going to go over to Nick the Good and do just that and take that offline because I can't afford to run that anymore. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Scrappy Privateer, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 24th and February 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.